Bills, their organization, Coach McDermott, their team, and also to Coach Taylor and the Bengals. So, we're kind of sandwiched right around both of those teams the way the schedule's fallen. But certainly the news from a little earlier this morning about Damar's progress is great news and encouraging, for all of us. After just say on a personal level, I usually don't watch Monday night game, maybe randomly flip through it or whatever, but because we're playing Buffalo on a short week, I happen to have it on, and when I saw the situation, it reminded me very much of one that I experienced when I was with the Jets in 1997, and we played the Lions in, I think it was the last game of the year, and Reggie Brown was injured, and it was a kind of a normal play, and Adrian Morrell carried the ball, got tackled, everybody got up, went back to the huddle, and Reggie laid on the field, didn't move, and was unconscious for quite a while. I forget exactly how long it was, but 10 minutes, something like that. And the whole process took a long time. Must have taken a half hour. By the time he finally was, it was given CPR and revived, and then put on the board and put on the ambulance and driven off the field at the Silverdome. It was quite a lengthy process where the teams looked very much like the game Monday night, of concern and thought and prayer and kneeling and so forth. It was a very chilling game, one that I'll obviously never forget. And it just, I've been in a lot of games, but there's some that there's a moment that sticks out, and that would be one of them. Unfortunately, Reggie, has done, pretty well, with the emergency surgery they did, and with the brace that he wears, he's not wheelchair bound, and I know he's active in the Houston area and so forth, youth sports and a lot of things like that. Great guy, great player, first round draft pick. Just a very tragic scene, but one that, again, not that I have all the answers, because I certainly don't, but I was there and experienced that, and I think have some sense of what the players and teams, coaches went through Monday night. Like I said, it's something that you just never forget. So, again, on a personal level, that's kind of where I was on that. And then, I've reached out to a lot of number of different people just for perspectives, different coaches in our sport, in other sports, our team, players. Talked to them on Tuesday, and we've addressed it, and I'd just say, really all I can say, and really all I'm going to say, is I think everybody's doing the best they can. And so that could be on a lot of different levels and a lot of different perspectives, but I think we're all doing the best that we can. I think everybody else is probably doing the same thing from whatever perspective they have on it. And again, from talking to other people that are in this league or that have experienced it, something like this, they're all different. I'm not saying anything's the same, but it's just I think there's any easy answer to it. And you just deal with it the best that you can, and the resources that we have in this organization for anything that would go along with this are available to all members of the organization, and I'm sure that they're being utilized to some degree. And I think that's the case with, again, the other people that I've talked to on other teams and their perspective on it too. So I just want to get a sense of whether anything with us is different than everybody else. And I think the more I've talked to other people, the more everybody kind of is feeling and really trying to, process it. Kind of, I mean, we're all different, but in general, as a team, trying to process it the same way. So, football is a very great and competitive game. Unfortunately, injuries and things like this, can and do happen from time to time. It's very unfortunate. It seemed like the care that was given was very prompt and good, and thankful for that. But life's bigger than this game, and I think this is one of these humbling moments for all of us that stands out. I'd say as a coach, it's different, and I've expressed this, to the players multiple times. But the amount of respect that I have for them and what they do, and how they do it is immense. And I'm proud to coach the players that I've coached here and everywhere else, and respect them for what they do and how they do it, and have always tried to, the best of my ability, prepare and coach the players. And we, as an organization, it's coaching staff. This isn't a personal thing. This is all of us try to do the right thing in terms of instructing players, instructing techniques, training, preparation to play in the best and safest way possible. So I don't know what the results of that are. I don't know if that's prevented things. Hopefully it has. I know there's some instances where things that a certain player or certain thing that was happening was corrected as not being safe, and the players recognized that, but, I think obviously there's nothing more important than the health and safety of our players, and I respect how much they put into this, and as a coach, that's not something that I ever think about. Like, I don't worry about getting hurt in the game. Although I've been hit a few times, but that's another story. But I know the players, it's different. They walk out there, they put the equipment on, it's contact sport, and what they and their families deal with as participants is different than what I do as a coach. And I respect that and appreciate what they do, and try to do the best I can to make the right decisions and coach them in the best way that I possibly can. So I'll just end it there.
Bill, how much does it help to have captains, with so much experience and they've been through so much in a week like this, like Devin and Matthew Slater, and working and talking with the young guys and being a part of it?
Yeah, I think it's great. That's great. We have great leadership on this team, and I would say, two people in particular that, look, as I said, I have a ton of respect for all the players I've coached and what they do. Two players in particular that carry a lot of weight with me are our two staff members, are Troy and Gerard. And they've played the game at this level. I haven't. And they've lived the life of a professional football player at a very, very, very high level, both from a training, maturity, performance, longevity, all the above. And their input and guidance has been especially valuable. Again, along with many other people that I've talked to, but in particular, they're here, and they've been, I think, in terms of our staff, our team, they have a great perspective on. It's been very valuable to me, let's put it that way. But along with the captains, and yeah, Devin, Matt, Ben, Wise, Mac, DA, all of them. Yeah. and many other leaders on our team as well. But yeah.
Bill, after what happened on Monday, how tough is it for a team to then kind of start preparing for Sunday's game? You kind of take a moment. What is that moment like for you Tuesday to Wednesday?
Yeah, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I'm going to keep repeating myself. I think everyone's doing the best they can, and I don't know any other way to put it. That covers a lot of ground. That's a lot of different scenarios. That question could be asked 1,000 different ways, but I think the answer is really the same. Whatever it is, I think everyone's doing the best they can.
How did what took place shake you personally? It seems that it has that significant gravity with you. But what's your assessment of how the players are, in fact, processing this as they prepare to play
Again, I don't want to repeat myself, but I would say the players and the coaches and the people in the organization, I think everyone's doing the best they can. Our medical staff, our support staff, everyone. I commend all of them. It's not easy for any of us. And again, I've expressed the gravity of the situation because I personally experienced something similar to this. They're all different. Something similar to this in a game. I was there. I wasn't watching it on TV. I wasn't. I mean, and whether it was Utley, Dennis Bird, or go right down the line, Reggie. They're all Daryl Stingley. I mean, there've been other. I was there. It was chilling.
Bill, the NFL has said that they're keeping in touch with the Bills, and there's a possibility they may not be up to playing this game. Do you expect it will be played? And if they do, what do you expect their motivation level will be on the field?
Yeah. All those questions are out of our control. And so I'm not going to worry about any of those. We're trying to control what we can control, which is what we're doing here and how we're doing it, and we're doing the best we can.
Well, from that personal experience you had from being there, what stood out to you that helped you and that team move forward after experiencing that?
Well, again, it was a little bit of a different situation. Like I said, it was the last game of the year. So it was, I'm pretty sure it was the last game of the year. Maybe like my memory's not great, but I'm pretty sure it was the last game of the year.
Excuse me, sorry about that. You mentioned the team has resources that people can lean on in situations like this. Can you explain to us maybe what some of those resources or some of those people who might be helping in a situation like this might be?
Yeah, everybody. Coaches, medical staff, team chaplain, team psychologist, their own players, coaches, just each other, teammates. I don't think there's any boundaries. Whoever people are comfortable talking to, whether it's spiritual, whether it's medical, whether it's family. It could be any and all of the above. We're all different. We all have different ways of dealing and handling something like this. I'm sure everybody in this room is doing a little bit differently. I don't know.
Guys, want to take two more?
Bill, you mentioned you spoke with Coach McDermott. How is he doing personally? And did you at all speak about Sunday's game, or was it a conversation more about what had happened on Monday night?
I texted Coach McDermott and expressed some feelings based on our organization and team to him and their team. And so I'll just leave it at that.
Did you have at any point contact with Damar Hamlin in the draft process or anything of that nature?
Minimal. Yeah, minimal. I didn't really know him very well. So, okay. All right. Thank you.